The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I can just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the Exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast a... Ah, you can feel... Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here? Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns. Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal. Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? This slice of paradise is the Peragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner. Peragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproduct. Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Peragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator. You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator. You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions. Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty... The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been? Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course. I guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malak back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know women. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman. Look, hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi... The miners can't all be... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've got... This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down the cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here. Great. Now to business. Let's get to the... Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get... The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communications... Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level. I doubt it. All we have is We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up. Be my guest.
Tracted the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bots. Sent the survivor to medical, and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an injury. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches. The T3 droid seized up, so we left it in storage and standby mode. Don't know what code will act. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with it. Corda's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Greetings. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now... Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended... Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story. Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated. Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board. Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice, I meant to communicate only that you... Clarification by locked. I meant sealed, Master. Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the Cascade failure in the Harbinger's system, it appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were... I, too, managed to board... Evaluation. Master, I do not know. And when it attempted to escape, addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger... Explanation. I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name... Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to... Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to... Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive market. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculate. I was forced to remind myself. It was not due. Surprised answer. Why, I told the Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the man. I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then... Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. One group seemed intent on... 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are... Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed... The explosions herded the... You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems. Answer. I do not know, Master. It is unlikely any miners remain alive. Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, if that were the case. Theory. You could... Warning. Master, I am... Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I... Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master. Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area, musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols. Board conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility... Explanation. Yes, Master. Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems so that only select... Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless... answer, Master. Of course. Hesitant answer. A T3 utility. However, I feel I must this individualism can become such a nuisance that but enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? Answer. Then that would... Greeting. Answer. That is, I heard is done. Recitation. Oh, yes, Master.
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel, Master. Recitation. Oh,
5 droids.
Addendum. Objection. Master. To commit... Irritated objection. Master, there is nothing... A recitation. There. Was... Condescending... Objection. Proud answer. Master, I believe my vocabulator is working. A recitation.
Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5.
There. Was that sufficient, Master? Confused query. Alliance Control, voice print ID, R1B5.
Finished the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands. Finished my examination of the droids from the Ebonhawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior course, so there's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off. Been speaking to the protocol droid about the droid told me that his master's the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy. That the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War. Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents to that. Corda said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell. Security shut down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think Corda and his men are gonna give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid, and he seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The Corda wouldn't. When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. Says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want a tractor beamed to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort, but we'll find out.
Everyone in the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went. We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi. What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communicate.
Send a security team to Med. We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malik, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait. As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of his identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but whoever this passenger is, he's got... We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that is...
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databank.
There was, Captain. If you find any trace...
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance.
Yes, sir.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I am always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything he needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. His safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
We wanted to...
There...
Yes.
Active...
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
And...
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together. This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone with him or Sith. They just appeared right up. I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't... I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord. Alive the whole time, waiting for some...
Do you smell it?
Uy. Itu boleh. número 1, aquí está, mira, ¿y quién llegó? Número 1, fan. Pues. ¿Qué onda, Dani? Pues que quieres jugar, güey. Juega lo que sea. Está jugando este Star Wars ahorita. Ok, lo probamos, claro. Yo dije, lo probé que con M, me gustó. Ahorita salgo de aquí, vamos a agarrar unos cosas y me voy. Más, ¿ya estás listo o todavía no? Ok, pues dime cuándo estás listo. Ya para que juguemos si quieres. No, baby? Uh-oh. Thank you, baby. Yeah.
Another dark ticket.
Okay. No, I don't do anything. It's all good. I didn't do something. I was like, oh man, this guy's gonna do something to me. No, I'm not gonna do shit.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives. Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the Navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override. Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to... Regardless, still no luck accessing the Navicomputer. It's been voice-locked. Maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere. The only reason someone would only smuggle...
Hey, what's going on? Rex Solo looks like, right? Not sure if I said it right or not. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm playing this game. You? Because in your Star Wars fan too. Nice. Man. You play this game? There it is. Look at that. Yeah. Everything, I think. Yeah. Nope, so it's the wrong way. Can you give me an interview? Okay, like how so? Like, what do you want me to answer? Well, welcome from Russia. How's it going, man? Yeah, if you want to ask me any questions, go for it, man. What's up? Oh, okay, alright. My favorite episode would be Empire Strikes Back, for sure. It's my favorite one. Do I think Kylo Ren? I think he was a good character. But like the story didn't really go the way like I would like. It just he started off good and then it just ended off like it was kind of empty. Like his whole arc was really like it felt rushed and forced. But I did like his lightsaber, that's for sure. And then between the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wing, I'll take the Millennium Falcon any day, man. Yeah, I'd drive that thing everywhere. Yeah, they're both badass ships, but I prefer the Millennium Falcon. Especially like when I play like Battlefront, like I want to use the Millennium Falcon, just fly that around everywhere. Saying that he just stands there. It's like, well, I can't go back, I guess. Once I go past this part, I can't go back. What I can tell. I don't even know who this guy is. It's like Darth Sion. Let me go. Can I get past you? Oh yeah, you guys go right past him. Okay. Nice. You're welcome, man. Anytime. I'm glad I could do your interview. I was happy to do it. Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, ask away. Ask away. Sure. Like, played it best how? Like, performance-wise, or... like, what do you mean, like, which Star Wars actor played it best? I mean, for me, my favorite actor was Harrison Ford being Han Solo. I mean, that was one of my favorite things about those movies. Especially the original trilogy.
Yeah. voice print? Great. That means he'd... Yeah? Yeah, we'll watch your back. So they are still alive.
Pues sí, aquí estoy online. ¿Cómo que no estoy? Aquí estoy. ¿Cómo? ¿Y estoy?
¿Qué onda, Sergio? Ya me voy.
¿Cómo?
Sí.
¿Apenas llego y ya te vas?
Sí, no, justo ahorita llegó Samantha, ya me voy a ir a dormir.
It's not really. I mean, I liked Force Awakens. It was alright when it first came out, and then I liked the Rogue One, but Last Jedi, that one got me. That was like.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the Rise of Skywalker was just like they just try to like cover stuff up, and it felt like it was rushed, and it was so they didn't make any sense.
Oye, Alfredo, Dan, yo me voy a ir, ya me toca irme.
¿Qué estabas jugando, Jaime?
Sí. No estaba jugando, nomás estaba platicando con Alfredo y con Dani.
Pues, no, mira.
Bueno.
¿No vas a jugar Extraction? ¿No vas a jugar Extraction, Jaime?
¿Cómo?
¿No vas a jugar Extraction como yo y Dani?
Ah, sí, no le gustó al Dani ese. Pero no, yo ya me estaba yendo, de verdad, ya me está yendo.
Pues.
Ok. Estuvo bien la plática, Alfredo. No, estuvo bien, no quise hacerte enojar mucho, la verdad, no fue mi intención para nada. ¿Verdad?
Sí, está ahí.
Sí, va. Órale, pues, nos estamos viendo. Vaya.
Yes? What have you found? It may be that our proximity... We seem to be able to... Then hope that we have little to say to each other, lest it prove distracting.
El Rainbow, ¿qué tal está?
Bueno, ya me voy a dormir.
¿Yo también? Pues van a ser las 11. ¿Y cómo sigues, Alfred?
2-3, pues ya mejorando.
¿Sí?
Sí. Nomás que la garganta la siento todavía. Pues digo, todavía me escucho, ¿no? Pero. A ver cuándo. A ver para cuándo.
Entonces, más tequilas.
Sí, es que estoy enfadado de estar aquí encerrado.
Darth Vader, of course.
Pues ya te también.
Esperemos.
Dale, pues descansas.
Dale, bye.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing...
What? That's going to kill them?
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids.
Corda, this turbo lift's locked.
Keep trying it! You! Why?
You. It was never about you. But then you had to ruin everything by... Statement. You are a risk.
No, abriendo el juego, Sergio.
¿Ah?
Ando abriendo aquí el juego nomás. Más digo que estoy abriendo el juego.
Ok.
Pero me dice que haga una cuenta de Ubisoft Connect y cuando me manda a hacerla, dice que hay un error.
No.
The Rainbow Six extraction servers are unreachable. Me regresa a la página principal, pero...
Oh man, we'll appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Anytime you want to come back, that'll be great. You know, I try to stream every day, so come on back by. Appreciate it. Now answer any other questions you got, man. ¿Qué ruido? Oh, soy yo. Taco, ¿qué es ese?
Ya, ya.
Sí.
Es que abro el juego y dice que hay una fuente de Ubisoft.
Sí.
Y le doy OK y cuando me manda a hacer la cuenta me marca error.
¿Qué? Qué raro.
Dice que no se conectó a internet, pero pues estoy hablando contigo.
Hey.
No, no me deja hacer la cuenta.
Pues qué raro.
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but the transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives.
Sir, couldn't we contact the med bay? Maybe the Jedi...
No good. The link to the medical...
Tú sí puedes entrar al juego.
Tú voy a checar.
We just took an
A
inventory
lo
of our
mejor.
supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe he could... But no, he's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since Corda and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? It's... The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are... The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is up. I only hope someone survived the explosion. We managed to... Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. I'm going to keep sending distress... Managed to use the holo transmitter here as a crude relay. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. Without those turbolift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be... The messages... After all...
Manama treta sobre barakta drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank tour na sagan. Der winter runto wakere kwe wapa teratan chingarada.
Pues no deja esto.
Relieve curunto son mele gnip. Der winter runto wakere. Manama treta sobre barakta drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank tour. Der winter runto wakere kwe wapa teratan chingarada na. Ferra rampada. Ferra to rampada no rinkane. Wanna join?
Ears always were too big, CN. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, and shut that damn data pad.
Manama treta sobre barakta drun. Krishe mentru. Der winter runto wakere. Ferra to rampada no.
We managed.
We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe he could... But no, he's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since Corda and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? It's... This may be the beginning of...
Sir, couldn't we contact the medbay?
No good. Even if the transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
Oh, okay.
What did you want to talk to me about? I have to suit up and drill the 3219K asteroid claim with it.
I heard you had plans for the Jedi.
Yeah, but security already set their...
Are they? I've seen the logs you've been accessing. Maybe the two of us could...
It doesn't matter what we work out. We wouldn't...
If you have a way off this station, I can cover our tracks.
Well, I may know someone. Works the system...
I've seen the logs. I know...
Handle the rest?
When the time comes.
Since when did the maintenance officer... What did you want to talk to me about?
The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when...
¿Qué va a salir, Dani?
¿Mm?
¿Qué va a salir? Acá si sirve el mío. Uh-oh. Pues, ¿es atómico? Sí. No.
¿Te pudiste entrar o no?
Estoy entrando ahorita. Hello. How's it going? Kapasnik 99? 999? Deja entrar ahorita. ¿No puedes entrar al juego?
No.
Yo sí, pues aquí estoy, en el juego. Pero estoy contactando los servidores ahorita. Maybe later. Ya entré. Aquí estoy dentro del juego. Sí. Pues tú no pudiste, ¿eh?
No, entro y me dice que haga la cuenta de Ubisoft. Y cuando me manda a hacerla, me regresa el menú principal. Y ahí se cicla.
Pues.
Dice que no están disponibles los servidores o algo así.
No estoy bien. Entré ahorita. Estaba
¿Ves?
entrando.
¿Ves ahora que le iba a dar una oportunidad y mira?
Mira, no pudiste entrar.
Estoy entrando otra vez aquí.
Pues fue por agua, espérate, ahorita. Y RC, ¿qué pasó?
No, me dice lo mismo.
No, pues.
Mira, métete a mi canal de Twitch. Y que ves. Oh, dice que este juego no permite live stream.
Y estoy viendo.
¿Ah, sí lo estás viendo?
Sí, estoy viendo el series. Dice, ok.
Le doy ahí.
Wow, mira.
Y le
Dice que
doy
estás
otra.
online. Dice que estás online.
Ahí. Le doy otra vez y. Y ves, ahora que le iba a dar una oportunidad y le doy cancel.
Pues no creo cómo se va a poder jugar, Dani.
No,
Pues, ¿qué más?
no sé, tú di.
No sé, espérate, déjame empezar.
No, le voy a quitarle.
Mira, si voy aquí, y aquí están todos los juegos de crossplay que tienen. Tienen unos cuantos. Sí.
¿Cuál sería bueno?
Mm. Déjame pensar. Es Project Winter. Um, ¿Quién es el SnowRunner? No sé si quieres tratar esa.
¿SnowRun?
SnowRunner se llama. Dice que es cooperative y multiplayer también.
Pues, ¿quieres probarlo o no?
Pues sí, todo abajo. Yo estoy bajando ahorita.
Aquí buscándolo.
Oye, pues salió inmediatamente, salió un buen SnowRunner. Dije, ok, SnowRunner, ahí está. Voy a cambiar el este. No, que tengo que jugarla porque si no, no como digo, no es. Okay, I'll be back.